Also, dancing's really good. Worth it. Hey guys, it's your favourite YouTuber, Relevant Vlogger 69 here, and today we're going to be making a relevant video for the first time ever on this channel. Like, I've noticed on my channel, a lot of the videos I make are very specific to me. But anyway, today's video is going to be a lot more relevant because I need to gain more subscribers and I need people to search for my video and find it rather than just stumble on my channel by accident. So today we're going to be talking about how to pull an all-nighter. Now, I want to start off by saying I've pulled all-nighters before, but I haven't pulled all-nighters to go on the computer. Now, I'd like to very quickly clarify, if you have no school tomorrow morning or whatever, if you don't have to do an all-nighter, don't do one. Seriously, they're the worst things ever. Like, sometimes it can be exciting, like, oh, I'm gonna pull an all-nighter, I'm so cool, and then the next day you're just dead, and you know, you kind of ruin your life. So I'm going to be talking about some tips and tricks. I'm going to be talking about if they actually work, and I'm going to be talking about when you should do all-nighters. Now, I think there's only 4 instances that you should do an all-nighter. They're not very good instances. You need to know how well your body can tolerate the all-nighters. Some people will do an all-nighter and then they'll just die. Like, that's it. That's the end of their life. They could do anything with their life, but they just died because of sleep deprivation. Some people can have an all-nighter and be completely fine the next day. So that's why you need to kind of understand your tolerance. So if it's not important what you're doing the next day, for example, if you've got tomorrow off, if it's, I don't know, Saturday night or Friday night, and you just want to see the tolerance of your body, you might as well pull an all-nighter just to see if you can do it in the future. Especially for me, during the summer holiday that I have between year 11 and year 12, I'm going to pull a couple of all-nighters to see how well I can pull them. So when I'm in year 13 or something and I need to do some extra revision, or year 12 or whatever, I know that I won't die the next day and I'll kind of get used to it. So I'm going to be talking about some tips that really helped me. Now, I did 2 all-nighters throughout year 11, which is not that bad, okay? A lot of people do a lot more than that. I never do all-nighters for no reason. There's always a valid reason. So the first all-nighter I pulled was for a biology exam. Yeah, I'm pretty insane, I know. I was really anxious about how well the exam was going to go. It was one of the easiest exams ever, so it wasn't something that I should have been worried about. And with a combination of insomnia, not being tired because I slept loads the night before, I thought, you know what, I'm literally just going to lie in bed for 3 hours doing nothing but worrying. Why don't I just sit on my desk, read a biology book for 3 hours, and write some notes? And I did that all the way up till 7 in the morning, and then I was like, oh crap, I've got the exam. The exam went extremely well. Everything I revised, it was in the exam, and I was so happy. And I think I got like an A star in that. So that was really good that I did the all night. Now, I was actually watching a video made by, I think it's Think Tank, and they were talking about 8 essential tips for pulling an all-nighter. And literally the whole video, they were like, do not pull an all-nighter. Don't pull an all-nighter. If you don't have to pull an all-nighter, do not do it, okay? So here are some valid reasons why you should do an all-nighter. Obviously, it's your choice if you do an all-nighter. I know a lot of people will be watching this video at like 3 in the morning going, I kind of don't really have that option anymore, so let's go, haha. If you're new to the channel and you don't hate me, leave a like and also subscribe. If you're not new to the channel, leave a like and then keep watching, haha. Okay, so let's get on with this. So, a few examples for pulling an all-nighter could be the following. So number 1, you have like a project or like an assignment that you need to do for the next day, and it's crucial that you do it and you completely forgot it. That's definitely a good example. Second is you have like an exam the next day in the morning. Oh my god, if you have an exam in the morning and afternoon, do not pull an all-nighter. You will die, okay? Because the next day that you wake up, or you haven't woken up because it's an all-nighter, but you know, the next day after like, I don't know, 10 or 11 in the morning, it will start to hit you. And then if you have an exam at 1:30, you won't be most efficient. Now, I think it is kind of a myth that you perform worse after an all-nighter. Like, I think if you put your mind off the sleep deprivation, you will be fine. But, you know, it depends what your body's like. If you're just a fat 600-pound male, maybe you will be affected more than someone like me who is very skinny. I really don't know what I'm talking about, okay? Another example would be you've got insomnia. That's a massive one. Like with me, insomnia is caused by stress as well. So sometimes you'll be like, oh my god, I need to get to sleep right now and I can't. And then eventually you just give up. But once you give up, you're so happy and motivated to get through the night that it can actually be a good thing, because it can get you through the night, and it can also get you through that morning exam or assignment. There's some reasons why you may do an all-nighter. Obviously, it's not exclusive to them reasons. There will be other reasons why people do it, but as I've said, if you don't have to pull an all-nighter, do not. Also, one of my biggest tips is if you can sleep for like an hour, it helps so much. It is ridiculous. Like for me, I know that if I really had to pull an all-nighter but I was exhausted, you pretty much do the revision all the way till like 5 or so, and then you just go to sleep till about 7. You get 2 hours of just deep sleep because you'll be exhausted, and then you'll be way more awake than you would be before. At about 10 o'clock, which is what time most people would start thinking about going to sleep, have your last coffee or tea. I don't know why you'd have tea. Just have a coffee, okay? A lot of people are like, oh my god, I prefer energy drinks. Energy drinks are exactly like coffee, just a lot worse for you, and they taste worse. Like, coffee is a plant. Just have coffee. It's better for you. Is coffee a vegetable? No, it isn't. Once it's past 10 o'clock, you shouldn't be drinking any more coffee until about like 8 or 7, because what you'll know is with coffee, and especially caffeine in general, for 3 hours you will get the benefits and negatives of caffeine. So for the first like 90 minutes of that, let's say 2 or 3 hours, depending on what your tolerance is of caffeine. Like, I'm very tolerant of caffeine. I've had one coffee and it's already wearing away, and I had it flipping 10 minutes ago. But what happens is you'll get like a good hour or an hour and a half of not being tired, but then you'll have like 30 minutes of being absolutely exhausted and crashed. After them 30 minutes, you should have a coffee, but you can't keep doing that because you'll just get really flipping tired and you'll just crash completely, and then you'll die, which is not the best. So at about 10, have something quite sugary as well, because I know you're not meant to have sugary stuff before bed, but if you're not going to sleep, you might as well, you know, who cares? Obviously, brush your teeth and stuff, you know, pretend you're going to sleep. And then next is change clothes. Do not go in your bed clothes. Go in this, okay? Go to my house, steal my clothes and wear them. Okay, just wear formal clothes. Wear stuff that's relatively uncomfortable and quite cold. Also, open the window. If you're colder, naturally, your body will be more relaxed. And if your body's more relaxed, that means you're using less energy and your muscles will be less fatigued for the next day, which can really flip and help you. Like, I know if it's cooler, you'll want to go to sleep more, but at the end of the day, if you're doing something useful with the all-nighter, you won't bother thinking about sleep. Okay, I'm joking, you will, but you won't worry about it too much. What will happen is you'll get that shot of motivation going, oh my god, I'm staying up all night. And then at about 1 o'clock, when all the endorphins stop flowing around your body, you're not excited anymore. So you just need to get on with your revision. Drink water. Water is the best thing to drink in an all-nighter. Also, something that opposes what a lot of people say. A lot of people say leave loads of bright lights on. I disagree with that. Open the blinds or curtains, unless you're on a popular road or lots of people can see through your window, because you don't want anyone staring at you while you're doing your revision. They're just outside going, oh. I don't think that's something that you'd want to do. But if you live in like quite a isolated area, like where it's quite private with the curtain open, do that, because it's good if it's pitch black in your room. Or obviously if you're reading, you may need like a spotlight, you know. I didn't think about that, I'm sorry guys. It's good to have the curtains open, because then your body will detect the sunrise, and once the sun starts rising, which is very motivational. Normally when the sun rises, you're normally more awake, so it's obviously a lot better for you, rather than just being in a room that's completely bright, and then you kind of stay awake, but then you get really tired at like 7 or 8 in the morning. But the best thing to do is pretend that you're sleeping. Trick your body into thinking that you slept. That's a good one as well. When it's night, it'll be quite dark, and then when it starts to get morning, it'll be a lot brighter. And that will say to your body, lol, it's morning, get up. Also, dancing's really good. Worth it. I know I'm not the best dancer, and I know you probably aren't the best dancer in the world, but just move a lot, like every hour or so, move a lot. Don't eat. That may sound a bit dumb. I'm sorry, okay? I'm not promoting anorexia or anything, but seriously, don't eat between like 10 and 5 or 6 in the morning, because if you do, that means that your body has to work. It means your body has to digest food, and that can actually make you kind of ill if you can't digest the food because you're tired. Like when you're tired, your digestive system really slows down, and if you're giving your body a lot of food to digest, it won't be able to digest it very quick at all, so it can make you quite sick. Also, another thing, if you're doing an all-nighter, please try to stay up the next day till like 11. Don't bother trying to go to sleep the second you come in, because then you ruin your night's sleep for the next day. So don't do that. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you found it helpful, be sure to leave me a like. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. Hope you guys have a good day, and I'll be seeing you guys later. Goodbye.